Tim Kaine is the Democratic governor of Virginia and a national co-chairman of Barack Obama's campaign. George Allen is a former Republican governor and senator from Virginia, and he's supporting John McCain. Governors, to both of you, good morning. Nice to have you here.
Welcome to Virginia.
Thank you. Good to be here. Some people at home, Governor Kaine, might be saying, wait a second, this state has voted Republican for all these years. It hasn't been since Lyndon Johnson in '64 that it's gone for a Democrat. So why are they even calling this a battleground state? What's happened here, though? What do they need to know about what's gone on here in the last couple of years?
Absolutely. 4 polls in the last 2 days have this race as a dead heat. We have gone Democratic since 1964, but I think 3 things are happening. First, some demographic changes. People are moving to Virginia because of a good quality of life, and that's changing the electorate. Second, Virginians don't like the direction of the economy or national security policy in Washington. They want change. They want better. And they look at Virginia, 2 Democratic governors in a row, best managed state in America, best state for business in the United States. Education Week says best state for a child to be raised, and I think they like what they see with Democratic leadership here, and they say, let's do it at the national level.
You can't see him, but Governor Allen smiling behind you there, waiting for his turn here. Let me just mention, you lost a very tight race here in 2006. What lessons were learned there that John McCain needs to be paying attention to in the next 6 weeks here in Virginia?
Well, you have to pay attention to details. Take nothing for granted. We have a good grassroots effort going in Virginia. Just a couple weeks ago, Governor Palin and Senator McCain were in Northern Virginia. 23,000 folks showed up. And I think what's happening in Virginia is doing well, and those are built upon a lot of administrations. And I think Virginians are really getting fired up for this ticket of McCain and Palin because they look at issues and where they stand on national security.
Why are the polls so tight, though? In this traditionally Republican state, why are these polls getting tight, Governor Allen?
Well, this is a battleground state, no question about it. And in fact, the enthusiasm is building. This poll has McCain up by 3%. We're taking nothing for granted. The enthusiasm so much, we're going to be opening up 10 offices. But the key issues in Virginia, national security, energy security, lower taxes, and that's why I think ultimately John McCain will win here in Virginia.
This one to both of you here. What role is race going to play in Virginia? Let's remember that Virginia was the first state to elect an African-American governor, Doug Wilder, back in, 1989?
Right.
So when the voters in this state, which, by the way, you've got about 20% African-American voters here, when they go to the polls, all the voters here, how is race going to play in this election?
I don't think it's going to be much of a factor. Again, Virginia led the nation, first state in the country to elect an African-American governor. And again, remember just 4 years ago, John Kerry lost Virginia by 9 or 10 points. We've got this race as a dead heat in 2008. Senator Obama did very, very well here in the primary because, again, Americans look at this message of change. They don't like the direction, what they're seeing in their newspapers every day about how the economy's been managed, and they want some better management in Washington.
Governor Allen,
I agree.
Go ahead.
Let me say this. I agree with Governor Kaine on the race aspect. I think what Virginians are going to look at is, for example, Senator Biden saying no coal plants in America. Well, that's a big impact in jobs in Southwest Virginia as well as our ports. We're also in Virginia for the last 5 years trying to get out from under the federal moratorium so that we could explore for natural gas off our coast. John McCain's been taking the lead on that. In both of those issues, Senator Obama's on the wrong side for energy security. And we have a big military presence in Virginia.
Norfolk, just down
You're
the
going to
road.
get a big turnout this year
I got to cut in now.
for Commander-in-Chief.
10 seconds and I got to go.
Absolutely. We got to change the direction of the economy. The John McCain strategy of deregulate everything, savings and loans, banking, and now healthcare has been a huge failure. Americans know it, Virginians know it. We got to grow the economy by investing in people.
So we got some clear differences here between these governors. They're disagreeing now. However, they were straightening each other's ties just a second ago before we went on the air. It was all kumbaya here. Governor Kaine, nice to see you. Governor Allen, pleasure to have you here as well.